So to make this, I'm going to be working with this lace fabric. The lace is a bit stretchy, so you need fabric that has a little bit of stretch for comfort. So for this, you can draft it on your fabric directly, but I'm going to be drafting on my paper. So the measurements I have here is my full sleeve length measurement. My sleeve length is 24 inches, you can see, and because it's like a glove, it's going to cover this part as well. So for that, you can measure from here to here, but you can add between 4 to 5 inches as allowance. So I added 4.5 inches. So everything that I have here is 28.5. That's 24 plus the extra 4.5 inches for the hem. So this is my bicep measurement. So here, all you just need to do now is to create your armhole curve. You can use your free hand to do that, or you can also draft it. So I'm just using my free hand to create my armhole curve, and the measurement that I have here is my bicep divided by 2. My bicep is 15, divided by 2 is 7.5. So 7.5 is here. I just added my seam allowance to that. So here you're going to come to your wrist, and you're going to take your wrist measurements, the round of your wrist. So for me, that's 8 inches. Divided by 2 is going to give you 4. So I'm going to mark the 4 inches here. You can also add seam allowance to that as well. You can add half an inch or 1 inch depending on the seam allowance you want, and then you're going to go ahead and connect. So you're going to connect it just like this. This is my actual sleeve measurement. So you can add 1 inch allowance just like I said, or you just add half an inch. So once you have that, the next thing now is to create the shape that you have on your wrist, on your finger area. So you're just going to connect it from here to the tip. So I'm going to just place my ruler like this and make it a little bit curved. Okay, I don't want it to be straight, just straight like that. So you're just going to place your curved ruler like this, and then you're going to connect just to have this. So once you connect it, your sleeve is done. You're just going to go ahead and cut this out. So you're going to bring your lace, and then you're going to make sure that the width is the stretch part of the lace. So you're going to put that on fold, and then you just place your pattern on it. So this pattern that I have, remember I did not add my seam allowance, so I'm just going to be using half an inch seam allowance. So I'll add that when I'm cutting it on my fabric. I'll just pin it down and cut. I've pinned it, so I'm going to go ahead now and then cut it out and add my seam allowance. Once you cut it, you're going to detach your pins, and then you go ahead to sew it. So if your lace edges are clean, you can leave this part like that. If not, you can just try to fold it in a little bit so that you can have a clean finish there. So once you do that, you are going to cut a tiny strip of fabric like this, enough to go around your finger, and then you're going to put it on fold like this, and then you're going to tack it to this place, to the tip here when you are done, so that your finger can go through it. So once you tack that, you're going to put your sleeve on fold, and then you're going to sew it. So I'll do this and bring it back to show us. I've gone ahead to sew it, and this is what the sleeve looks like. You can see this is the part you're going to be putting on the ring like stuff, and this is the extension that we have. So you can measure that on your hand, or you can just use between 4 to 5 inches like I explained. This is what the full feel of the sleeve look like. You can see how beautiful it is and how simple it is to make it. I hope you enjoyed making this beautiful sleeve with me. If you enjoyed this, let us know in the comment section. Like, comment and subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.